An unexpected meeting. Elias dismounts his horse and approaches Sammy, his footsteps light to avoid startling the boy. Sammy looks up, startled but polite, and quickly stands, brushing the dirt off his knees. Elias, softly, "You care for them well, young man." Sammy, embarrassed, "They need someone to look after them. Animals can't speak for themselves." Elias studies Sammy for a moment, impressed by the sincerity in his voice. Elias, "What is your name?" Sammy. "Sammy, sir. My mother says kindness costs nothing, but can change everything." Elias smiles faintly, his weathered face softening. Elias, "Wise words. Perhaps you and your mother could teach many in this world." Elias notices the calf standing weakly, but more stable now. Elias, "Do you often tend to my animals, Sammy?" Sammy, "Not just yours, sir. Any that need help. They're like us, they just want a little care." Elias's admiration deepens. Elias, "You have a rare heart. Follow me to the village. I'd like to meet your mother." Sammy hesitates but nods, leading the way. The humble home. Amina's cottage later. Elias and Sammy arrive at a modest cottage, surrounded by a small garden. Amina, Sammy's mother, is weaving a basket by the doorway. She looks up, startled to see the landowner. Amina, rising quickly, "Sir Elias, this is an honor." Elias, "Please, no formalities. Your son has impressed me greatly." Amina glances at Sammy, pride in her eyes. Amina, "Sammy has always had a kind soul. I just remind him to use it." Elias looks around the humble home, noting the simplicity. Elias, "You live simply, but with dignity. It's clear kindness runs in your family." He pulls a small pouch from his belt and hands it to Amina. Elias, "A token of gratitude. Your son reminded me of the goodness in this world." Amina opens the pouch, revealing a handful of gold coins. Her eyes widen in shock. Amina, "Sir, this is too much." Elias, interrupting, "Consider it an investment in your son's future. The world needs more people like him." Sammy watches silently, a mixture of awe and joy on his face. The village elder's advice. Village square. Next day, Sammy and Amina visit the village elder, an aged figure seated beneath a grand tree, to share their unexpected fortune. Elder, stroking his beard, "Elias is a man of wealth, but wealth alone does not make one great. It seems your kindness touched something dormant in his heart." Sammy, "But what should we do with the gold?" The elder smiles, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. Elder, "Use it to grow your kindness. Perhaps a school for those less fortunate? Or tools for the farmers who struggle. Wealth spent on others multiplies its value." Sammy nods, determination replacing uncertainty. A new beginning. Field. Months later. The once barren field is now a bustling center of activity. Farmers work with new tools, children learn under the shade of a tree, and Sammy helps a young girl bandage a lamb's injured leg. Elias rides by and stops, observing the transformation. He sees Sammy speaking to a group of children about caring for animals. Elias, to himself, "Kindness, indeed, changes everything." Elias dismounts and approaches Sammy, who greets him with a warm smile. Sammy, "Sir Elias, thank you. None of this would have been possible without you." Elias, shaking his head, "It is you who inspired me, Sammy. You reminded me that the greatest wealth is in the hearts we touch." They stand together, watching as the village thrives, a testament to the power of kindness. An unexpected offer. Village market day. Sammy looks at Elias, unsure of how to respond. Amina observes the exchange cautiously, her protective instincts kicking in. Amina, "A gift? That's kind of you, sir. But Sammy doesn't help others expecting rewards." Elias nods respectfully. "I understand, but kindness like his deserves recognition." Sammy, "Would you be interested in helping me on my farm? I could use someone with your gentle nature to tend to the animals." Sammy, excited but hesitant. "Me? At your farm? I don't know. Mother? Amina considers this, glancing at Elias and then at Sammy. She places a hand on Sammy's shoulder. Amina, this is a generous offer, but Sammy's studies come first. Elias, smiling. Of course. He can help after school or on weekends. I promise to teach him more about animals and farming. It'll be a great learning experience. Sammy's eyes light up with curiosity and excitement. Sammy, really? I could learn to care for the animals like you? Elias, nodding. Yes, and who knows? Perhaps one day you'll have a farm of your own. Amina sighs, sensing Sammy's eagerness. Amina, if it's something Sammy wants, then I'll allow it. But only if it doesn't interfere with his schooling. Sammy, beaming. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Elias. Elias, chuckling. Thank me by continuing to be kind-hearted, young man. Now, come by the farm tomorrow, and we'll get started. Elias Farm, morning. Sammy arrives at the farm bright and early. Elias greets him warmly and introduces him to the various animals. Sammy is particularly drawn to a spirited foal struggling to walk. Elias. That's Luna. She was born just a few weeks ago, but she's having trouble standing strong. Sammy kneels by the foal, speaking softly and gently stroking her fur.
Sammy.
Hey, Luna. You'll be running around in no time. Over the next few weeks, Sammy learns to care for Luna and the other animals under Elias' guidance. He begins to develop a passion for animal care and realizes how fulfilling it feels to help others, human and animal alike. Sammy's home. Evening. Amina notices Sammy's excitement about the farm but grows concerned about his schoolwork slipping. One evening, she sits him down. Amina, Sammy, I'm proud of the work you're doing at the farm, but I've noticed your grades are slipping. Sammy, defensive. I'm learning so much from Elias. School doesn't teach me about animals or responsibility like the farm does. Amina, education is important, Sammy. You need to find a balance. Sammy, thoughtful. Maybe I can use what I learn at the farm for a school project. Something that combines both. Amina considers this and nods. Amina, if you can show me that you're balancing both, then I'll support you.
Elias' mansion later that day. Sammy sits in a cozy corner of the grand library, opening the unassuming book he chose. The pages are filled with ancient knowledge about animal care, herbal remedies, and the bond between humans and animals. Sammy whispers to himself, "This is more than a gift. It's a guide, a calling." The book describes an ancient tradition of animal caretakers who were protectors of both wildlife and their communities. Inspired, Sammy decides to apply what he learns to help those around him. Helping an injured animal. Forest Path Day. Sammy hears a faint whimper while walking home. He follows the sound and finds a small fox trapped in a hunter's snare. Sammy, it's okay, little one. I'm here to help. Using the knowledge from the book, Sammy carefully frees the fox and treats its wounded leg with herbs he foraged. Later, the fox begins following Sammy around, becoming his loyal companion. Sammy names it Ember, and together they form a bond that draws attention from people in his village. Standing against mistreatment. Village Market Day. Sammy notices a farmer mistreating his donkey, whipping it despite its exhaustion. Sammy intervenes. "Sir, please stop. This animal deserves kindness, not cruelty." The farmer scoffs, but Sammy uses the wisdom and confidence he's gained to explain how treating animals with care benefits both the animal and its owner. Other villagers rally behind Sammy, leading to a change in the farmer's attitude. A community awakens. Over time, Sammy becomes a beacon of hope in his village. He begins teaching others about the lessons from the book, starting an animal care initiative that brings people together. Elias, hearing of Sammy's efforts, visits the village. Elias, Sammy, you've turned that small book into something extraordinary. You've shown us all the power of compassion. Sammy smiles, now confident in his path. Sammy, it wasn't just the book. It was the belief that even small actions can make a big difference. Facing a challenge when a large corporation plans to destroy local wildlife for development. Discovering that the book holds secrets to forgotten techniques that can save endangered species. inspiring young people in other villages to join his mission, creating a network of animal protectors. As Sammy's journey unfolds, he evolves into a leader who inspires change, proving that a kind heart and a wise mind can indeed transform the world. The Kindness Circle. Schoolhouse. Night. Sammy and Elias sit among the villagers, now joined by other townsfolk who have traveled to see the thriving community. Sammy's school has brought us together. Children learn here, and we trade knowledge and stories. Elias. Inspired. Kindness is like a circle. What we give returns to us, often in ways we never expect. Sammy. And it doesn't stop here. We'll build more schools, teach others to read, and spread this circle of kindness far and wide. The room erupts in applause. Sammy and Elias exchange a glance of mutual respect, their journey coming full circle. A brighter tomorrow. Village. Sunrise. Sammy watches as children arrive at the school, carrying books and laughing. A new sign reads, Hope Academy, founded by Sammy and Elias. Elias stands beside Sammy, leaning on a cane but smiling as the morning light bathes the village. Elias. You've done well, Sammy. Sammy. Smiling. We've done well, Elias. The camera pans out, showing the flourishing village as the sun rises higher, a symbol of a brighter future built on the enduring power of kindness. Kindness may seem small, but it carries the weight to move mountains. From a single act, a world can be transformed one heart at a time.